You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Welcome into the sixth game of the 2018 Montana-Alberta AA State Legion Baseball Tournament. Chris Stratton at Griffin Field as we get ready to go for the Missoula Mavericks taking on the Bozeman Bucks for the second loser-out game of the day. We already know who has moved on in Game 1 as the Lethbridge Elks took down the Helena Senators 8-4 in Game 1, and now it is time for the Bozeman Bucks and the Missoula Mavericks to face each other. These two teams were the top teams in the state tournament last year as they played in the championship game. Missoula taking the state championship last year, and the Bozeman Bucks as the runner-ups. Both teams representing Montana in the Northwest Regional Tournament last year, and now they see themselves on the loser-out side of the bracket. So it is all or nothing now for both these teams. We're going to go ahead and jump into starting lineups, and as we do on tradition, we always start no matter what. The home team is the Bozeman Bucks, as they are the number one seeded team. The highest seeded team is always the home team, but as per tradition, we always start with the opposing team on starting lineups for the Missoula Mavericks. So leading off for the Bozeman Bucks will be their center fielder, number 3, Peyton Price. Number 17, Finn Schneider, will hang out in left field. He'll bat second. Batting third will be number 1, Mike Friend. He is the shortstop. The first baseman, number 13, Kobe Scullo, will bat fourth. Batting fifth will be number 12, Ryan Evenson. He'll hold down third base. Holding down second will be the younger of the Hubleys, number 6, Ben Hubley. And batting seventh will be the designated hitter, number 11, Jake Murfitt. Xander Petrich, the catcher, number 9, will bat eighth, and rounding it out will be number 7, the right fielder, Ethan Fair. Now for the Missoula Mavericks, it's their veteran, James Martin, number 2, holding down second base to lead off. The shortstop, number 10, the cannon, Brendan Buchanan, to bat second. Batting third will be the first baseman, number 7, Dane Frazier. The designated hitter will bat fourth. That's number 13, Tarad Richardson. Parker Stevens, number 18, is in right field, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be number 16, Sam Busey, hanging out in left field. Bo King will be the center fielder, number 6. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth will be the third baseman, the kid, Caden Heydrich, number 11. And the pitcher, I don't know why I put Clayton Frankie down as the pitcher. That is completely wrong. But it is Clayton Frankie behind the plate as the catcher, number 9. The pitchers for the Bucks will be number 10, Hunter Williams, and Brendan Hill for the Missoula Mavericks. Those are your pitchers for today's game. The manager for the Bozeman Bucks is Garrett Schultz in his first year, assistant by Matt Happ and Sean Potke for the Bucks. Missoula Mavericks, they're managed by the one and only Brent Hathaway in his 28th season with the program. Brian Mosier is the first base coach, and Tom Kaiser is the batting coach. So we get ready to go as they announce the Mavericks on the field. The Maverick fans sitting up and around me, and they are applauding as these young men are being announced on the field. I have been informed that there are 3 A players as they come onto the field that have been brought up for today's game. The Maverick A team is in Hamilton, actually, playing in the district tournament down there, but 3 players moving up to the A squad, and I do see that Spencer Schock has his number out there, so that's always cool to see those numbers out there. Now for the Bozeman Bucks as they get their teams announced. And we take a look at things here for the game. Our umpires, let's get to them right away, as we will have Mike Kiger behind the plate, Rick Solberg at first base, and Craig Stubble at third. Those are your umpires as the Bozeman Bucks are being announced. We will have a national anthem. Yesterday they had a national anthem before each inning, or before each game, and the Legion Code of honor as well. Adam Hubley in as a substitute. He pitched yesterday. I'm wondering, against Great Falls in that upset, and I'm wondering if maybe he didn't throw his arm out yesterday, and that's not why we're not seeing him in the lineup. So we'll have the national anthem here in just a moment. As they announce the umpires, we'll wait and hold as they do finish up the announcements. And just a moment here. Everybody's standing now, and we'll step aside for the national anthem. We'll be right back with the opening pitch right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Keep a sound soul, clean mind, and a healthy body.
All right, so that is one of the Kalispell Laker board members giving us the code of conduct for Legion Baseball, and we'll have our first pitch.
Served 4 years as a Marine Corps air traffic controller. Jacob is a former center fielder for the Lakers. He also was a leadoff hitter. He has a fine baseball resume. He's a very good baseball player in his time. And Jacob, I got to tell you, we may have to critique your first pitch. Well done.
All right, first pitch has been thrown out, and we're ready to go for the Missoula Mavericks and the Bozeman Bucks. Let's play some baseball, they say. So, Game 6 getting ready to go here at Griffin Field in Begg Park at Kalispell, Montana. And we'll step aside for just a moment here.
Do you feel stuck to your computer when cheering on your prep sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has an app for all of Missoula's high school sports fans.
How fantastic is that?
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play App Store and take the game on the go.
Doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Missoula Prep Sports Network knows that life is busy and you don't have time to sit by your computer. Download the app and take the game on the go.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
And we get ready to go here. First pitch with James Martin. And first pitch will be over the plate at 103. Hunter Williams on the mound. And they say James committed, so it'll be strike 2. We'll have ball 1 to Martin. Here's the pitch, and we'll have an even count at 2. So James Martin to lead off for the Missoula Mavericks. Brendan Buchanan in the on-deck circle. And a 2-2 count for the leadoff batter. And we'll go full. So 3-2 on the count. Mavericks. And Martin will be walked to start the game for the Mavericks. Now we go to the shortstop, number 10, Brendan Buchanan. And Buchanan looks down the third base line to his manager, Brett Hathaway. With 1 on and no outs, Hunter Williams with the first pitch to Buchanan, and it'll be a ball. Dane Frazier in the on-deck circle. Mavericks falling to the Billings Scarlets yesterday. Bunt showing, throw down the line to first, and back in time is Martin. Pitch thrown is a strike to even us out at 1. Buchanan showing bunt on the last pitch. Even count at 1. They'll throw to first, and Martin will dive back in. The Bucks, well, they would have a upset yesterday as the Great Falls Chargers would take down the Bucks. So the number 8 seeded team beating the number 1 seeded team in the first game of the day. Here's the pitch, bunt showing, and the ball. Martin will hold at first, and we'll have a batter's count at 1-2 or at 2-1. Buchanan settling back in. And the pitch by Williams. Bunt laid down the third base line. Nice little bunt. Throw to first will be in time. Martin will hold at second, and the sac bunt does its job as Martin advances on the bases.
Good job, Brendan.
Now we go to Dane Frazier, the first baseman, as James Martin stands at second. Dane Frazier, the first baseman for the Mavericks. He settles in. Here's the first pitch to Frazier from Williams. Swung on and it's fouled off for strike one. Warm day here at Griffin Park. It's going to be gorgeous here. There are some clouds moving in. Yesterday we had clouds move in late and a little bit of rain to cool everything off before the night game. And the twist around to throw to second, and Martin will slide back in time. Dane Frazier waiting for his second pitch. So the Helena Senators are done. They are going to hang around, from what I've been told, to watch the rest of the games today, as Frazier lets that one slide by for ball one. Most of the parents, though, that I talked to are on their way back, but the team is staying. And the 1-1, which will get us to strike two. So 1-2 on the count for Frazier. And the pitch by Williams. And Martin will get back, and we'll have an even count at 2 on the ball. Trad Richardson stands on the on-deck circle.
Let's go, bud.
Here's the 2-2 by Williams. And this one will be smacked. Line drive right into the second baseman. And that'll be out number 2 on the line drive to the second baseman.
Hey, let's go, Chad.
Martin stays at second. And now the designated hitter, number 13, Trad Richardson, comes to the plate. And Trad's going to swing on the first one. It's going to pop up over second base. And the right fielder will have it, and that will be the side. So the Mavericks will get one on. They'll leave them there, and we go to the bottom of the first, looking for the first run of the game. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for MPSN as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless between the Missoula Mavericks and the Bozeman Bucks. On the hill for the Mavs is Brendan Hill. And leading off, it is Peyton Price, the center fielder, Finn Schneider and Michael Friend scheduled, with Finn Schneider in the on-deck circle. These two teams know each other very well. These aren't completely up to date. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's golfed into center field. Bo King is there. It's in the glove, and that's one down. So the fly out takes down the first batter of the inning. And now we go to Finn Schneider, the left fielder. And Schneider will crank on the first one. This one's back out to King, and actually Parker Stevens will come in to pick it up, and that's out number 2. Good defense by the outfield for the Mavericks to hold off on those 2 hits, and we go 2 outs. And to Michael Friend, the shortstop. And we'll have ball 1. So the first batter to not swing on the first pitch is Friend. Here's Hill. And this one's going to be chopped foul, and we'll have strike 1. So 1-1 on the count. For Hill, he's one of the more accomplished, probably the number 2 pitcher right behind Dylan Chalmers, as the 1-1 is on its way, and we'll have ball 2. Hill, 4.23 ERA in the 12 games he's played. 40 runs off of 63 hits, as this one is back to center field. Bo King, it's in the glove, and that's the side. So 1-2-3 for the Bucks. We go to the top of the second, searching for the first hit of the game and the first run. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. mpsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Griffin Field for day 2 of the 2018 Montana Alberta AA State Tournament. Districts for A is going on in Hamilton, Montana for the western side. Their A tournament will be Wednesday the 1st through Sunday. We do have a couple of Maverick A players that have made their way up from Hamilton to Kalispell. I'll get to those gentlemen in just a little bit, but before that, we've got Parker Stevens leading the inning off for the Mavericks. And Parker back in the lineup. Parker doesn't wear gloves. He's going to rub some dirt into his hands and tighten up that grip on the bat. Hunter Williams, first pitch will be low for a ball. Williams led the game off with a walk, walking James Martin. And Parker's going to hit this one short, and they're going to say it is fair. The throw to first is not in time, and Parker Stevens will reach for the Missoula Mavericks to start the second inning. So they're going to mark that one as an error towards the Bucks. And we go to Sam Busey, number 16, the left fielder. And Busey showing bunt. He'll bunt it down towards the dugout on the first base line for strike 1. Bo King goes to the on-deck circle for Missoula. Hunter Williams gets the pitch. And we'll have Parker Stevens step away from first. And now the pitch. Bunt showing, and Parker will lay this one down. They're going to say fair. The throw to first is in time. The sack bunt does its job as Parker Stevens now stands at second, and there's one down. Now we go to Bo King. So Bridger Johnson, Drew Stensrud, and Brent Demink coming up from the A. Here's Bo King, the throw to second. So King waiting for his first pitch from Williams, and it will slide by for ball one. Caden Heydrich goes to the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Bo was the designated hitter for yesterday's game, getting it in the center field. And that one will slide over the plate to even the count out at one. King usually fills in at center when Brendan Hill is on the mound. Hill, the usual center fielder. Here's the 1-1. And King will slice on it for strike two.
Come on, kid, let's battle up there. Let's go. Come on, Bo. You got it, buddy.
Stevens steps away from second. And the 1-2 by Williams. This one's going to be over the second baseman's head. Parker Stevens is getting the sign to go home. He rounds third. The throw is made, but Parker Stevens will slide across home plate, and the Mavericks find themselves on the board. 1-0 here in the top of the second. Bo King with the single and an RBI. And we've got the first hit and the first run of the game here in the top of the second, and now we go to the young gun, Caden Heydrich. King takes his lead at first. Williams will check him over his shoulder, and now the pitch. Bunt laid down the third base line, smartly hit. Third baseman will get it picked up, and they're going to call it foul. Mike Kiger, the plate umpire, calling Heydrich back. So strike one with one out. Bo King steps away from first. Williams looks for the pitch. Stares down Heydrich. Now the stretch. Throw to first, and the ball will get away. King is to second. It's deep and rolling. And Hathaway with his arms up tells King to hold at second. And that will be another error scored towards Bozeman.
Hey, base hit scores here, bud.
Let's go, Kaden.
And that warrants a visit from the Bucks manager, and the infield will come in and check in. Bo King shakes the dirt out from underneath his shirt, and our umpire very quickly to come out and break up our conference on the mound. I want to take a moment and say hello to the voice of the Missoula Mavericks, Mr. Paul Yarbrough. He's watching, hopefully on his shaded deck in Superior. And the 0-1 to Hydro. And that one will slide over the pitch for strike two. A dirty pitch from Williams puts him ahead of Heydrich at 0-2. The pitch. And a check swing. He did not commit. Catcher will come up. And the first base umpire, Rick Solberg, calls Hydro out for out number 2. Now we come to the catcher, number 9, Clayton Frankie. 2 outs with Bo King at second. King with a 2-step lead, and the first pitch to Frankie will slide over the plate for strike 1.
Come on, Clayton, let's go. Extend the inning, kid. Let's go, kid.
Mavericks with 1 run on the board. Here's the pitch. And we'll have strike 2. These two teams facing off in the 2017 state championship game, with Missoula taking the state title. We had some alum in the complex yesterday wearing their state championship rings, as we have ball 1 to Frankie. Bottom of the order for the Mavericks. Paul is watching from his lazy boy. Must be enjoying the air conditioning. Here's this one cranked, and it's going to get by the shortstop. Bo King's around third, on his way home. The throw is made. It will not be in time. The throw to second, and Frankie will be punched out, but the run will count. And the Mavericks take a 2-0 lead to finish off the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning with Missoula leading 2-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for MPSN as we go to the bottom of the second inning where the Missoula Mavericks lead the Bozeman Bucks 2-0. Brendan Hill on the bump for the Mavericks. Frankie with the throw to second to start the inning, and leading off it is number 13, Kobe Scala, the first baseman. So in the first inning it was 3 up, 3 down for the Bucks. We'll see if Hill can repeat. Here's the first pitch of the inning. And it's going to fly out. And Buchanan is there searching for it in the big blue sky. He's got it in the glove. And the fly out will be out number 1. So now we go to Ryan Evenson, number 12, the third baseman. 1 down. Here's the pitch by Hill. And this one will be bounced out to Hill, and Hill looked like he was going to make the tag, but threw it to Frazier, and that is out number 2. And the ground out sends us to the second baseman, number 6, Ben Hubley. So the left-handed batter settles in and waits for his first pitch from Hill. And that'll slide over the plate for strike 1. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be cranked into center field. Bo King looking for it. It'll bounce in front of King, and that'll be the first hit of the game for the Bucks. And we move to the designated hitter now, number 11, Jake Murfitt. So 2 down with 1 on. And The designated hitter steps to the plate. The throw to first very quickly. When Hill's on the mound, him and Frazier are kind of linked, and sometimes Hill doesn't even have to look over there to make the throw. There's the second throw. This one, though, now that I made a compliment, is a little bit short, but Dane Frazier doing a good job of keeping in front of it. Bottom of the second. Mavericks lead 2-0, but a runner at first for Bozeman. This one will be high to give us ball one. Xander Petrich goes to the on-deck circle. And Hill will throw to first once again. Mavericks have been working all season on that pickoff at first, and they've done a good job of picking players off. Hill now checking on the runner and the pitch. And we'll have ball two. So 2-0 on the count to Jake Murfitt. Murfitt playing yesterday. He is the catcher. 0 for 3. Did reach off an error that earned him a run, and now we'll have 3-0 on the count. Hill checking the runner at first, and the 3-0. And that will slide across the plate to get us to strike one. A little bit of a breeze here at Griffin Field. Throw to first, and the runner will dive back in. And that one will walk the batter, to the dismay of the Maverick fans. So with runners at first and second and 2 outs, Hill will have his first walk of the game. That moves us to the catcher, number 9, Xander Petrich. Here's the Hill pitch. And that one will slide over the plate for strike one. Runners at first and second with 2 outs, bottom of 2. Mavericks lead 2-0. 2 errors have been scored to the Bucks. Here's the pitch. And nice job by Frankie to keep the pitch in front of him, and we go even at 1. Ethan Fair, and here comes Hathaway to stroll out and check in with his pitcher. Frankie will go out to the mound as well, as Schultz will come down and speak with his batter, Ethan Fair, and Fair did not play in yesterday's game. Folks, if you're getting ready to head out of town to enjoy the great summer weather, stop in and see our friends over at Fast Trip Conoco, the most convenient gas pumps, the coldest drinks in town, and the largest selection of ice. And oh yeah, they've got Taco Sano right inside the building. Stop in and see our friends at Fast Trip Conoco and tell them thank you for supporting high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So Hathaway strolls back to the dugout. Time is called, and we get ready for the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's high into right field. Parker Stevens didn't even have to move, but it's in the glove. So the Mavericks hold off the Bucks. They leave 2 on, and we go to the bottom or the top of the third. Mavericks 2, Bucks 0. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 size.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reading's award-winning fudge and get a half pound for free. Garden of Reading is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we move to the top of the third inning where the Missoula Mavericks lead the Bozeman Bucks 3-0. The two teams that faced off for the championship last year find themselves in the loser outside of the bracket. Winner go home today. And we lead off with James Martin for the Mavericks. Top of three. Hunter Williams on the bump. And Martin settles in. Good clip to the game. We're just about 30 minutes, 29 minutes to be exact. And at the top of the third with a ball pitch to Martin. Martin was walked his first at bat, as that one will get ball two. Martin, he'll be in about a month, he'll be heading back to Miles City to play for the Miles City Community College over there, going to school. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be cranked off the bat high. First baseman will come up, and it's in the glove, and that's out number one. So now we go to the shortstop, number 10, Brendan Buchanan. Buchanan looks down the third base line, and no signal from Hathaway, so he'll settle in. And over the 4th of July weekend, I went with the Mavs to the Rapid City tournament, had a few moments with Buchanan as the pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman. Second baseman can't handle it, and Buchanan will reach off of the air by the Bucks. And Buchanan doesn't allow me to tell the story, so we'll save that for the next at bat. That's 3 errors now on the Bucks, and Dane Frazier. Frazier, the first baseman, settles in with Buchanan at first. And the first pitch will slide over the plate to Daner. Richardson in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the Hunter Williams pitch. And it'll slide over the plate for strike 2. Frazier with a line drive to the second baseman. His first at-bat. Mavericks work through their order pretty well in the first 2 innings. We'll see what they do here with 1 out on the board and a runner at first. This one will bounce in front of the plate. Buchanan will slide back to first base, and we'll have ball 1 to the first baseman. Williams with the stretch. And this one's going to be cranked into center field. It's got some air underneath it. It's back. Center fielder, though, puts it in the glove. Buchanan will run back to first as the throw is made from center field. And Frazier just short. In game 1, we would have our first home run of the day, or the second home run of the day, go right over the Kalispell part of the Kalispell Lakers sign in the center field. Now we come to Terad Richardson, the designated hitter. Richardson, the lone Frenchtown High School representative on the Missoula Maverick team, with 6 high schools in the local area, as that one slides outside for ball 1. The Mavericks are represented pretty well. Valley Christian and Loyola, the only ones without players at the AA level. Here's the 1-0 to Richardson. Check swing. They're going to check and say strike 1.
No!
And the Mav fans not happy on the call. We go to 1-1. Mike Kiger. Here's the pitch. And this one's fouled off for strike 2.
I asked for help.
1-2 on the count. Trad, though, in his senior year, he plays on the Frenchtown Bronc Boys soccer pro team, but he's also going to be punting and kicking for the Bronx football program as we get an even count on 2. So 2-2 on the count with 2 outs and Buchanan at first. Mavericks lead 2-0, top of 3. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be bounced down the third base line, picked up by the third baseman, the out at second, and that is the side. So the fielder's choice ends the side, and we go to the bottom of the third. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and the Cross Wolf.
Welcome back to MPSN. And Keller Murphy to bat. Bottom of the order, and I had Ethan Faird there. But it is Keller Murphy in the order. So I imagine that's my wrong and miscommunicating that. And Murphy will have an even count at 1. I apologize, Lawrence, for having the wrong information there for you. I know that messes you up with Keller Murphy there. And Murphy's going to get this one to roll into center field, and the Bucks will have a runner at first with no outs. And that'll be the second hit of the game for the Bucks. Bottom of 3. Mavs lead 2-0, and we swing to the top of the order to the center fielder, Peyton Price. Here's the pitch. And Price is going to have this one foul off for strike 1. Yeah, I know. That's probably my mess up. I apologize, Lawrence. I wrote down 7 instead of 2 in that position. Can't be messing up the official scorer. As a throw to first. Brendan Hill with the 0-1. Checks the runner at first, who's got a healthy lead. And the pitch. Runner's going to go. Frankie with the throw to second, and Buchanan will have to keep it from going into center field, and the runner will get the base. Pitch thrown was a strike. So no outs with a runner at second now for the Bucks. They came in as the number 1 seed, but were upset by Great Falls in the opening game yesterday. They were never ahead in that game. This one's going to be cranked out, and Buchanan stops it. The throw to second, and they've got a pinch. And they'll have the leadoff runner. The run to second will slide in, but they'll get one of the 2 for the out. So one down. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be popped down the first base line. Frankie's going for it. It's on the fringe, and Frankie will get it. Hill sliding in underneath it to help out. And that will be out number 2. Frankie and Hill with the moment. And the pop out will get us to and Hill taking a moment. He was coming in to help out with Frankie and lost his footing and slid down. Umpire checked on him, and now we're ready to go. Hill now facing Michael Friend, the shortstop. Here's the first pitch. And that'll slide over the plate for strike 1. Kobe Sculla goes to the on-deck circle. Runner at second takes his lead. 2 outs. And the 0-1 by Hill. And this is off the middle of the bat, down the third base line. Hydro's trying to get to it. Will it be in play? It will. And down the third base line, I'm not able to see, and we'll have a strike 2. And Friend will get another chance to bat.
Come on, Mavs, defense, you got this. Let's go.
So Friend back at the plate. Runner at second steps away. 2 outs, 0-2 on the count. Friend yesterday batted in the 9th spot, and he would have a home run his first at bat. And we'll have ball 1 as Frankie keeps it in front of him. Here in the bottom of the third, Hill with 27 pitches in. And this one will be hit. Buchanan will get it. The throw to first will not be in time as Buchanan was falling down on the throw. That puts runners on the corners. And the first threat of the game for Bozeman. As we go to the first baseman, Kobe Sculla. And Hathaway to stroll back out to check in on Hill. We do have University of Mary scouts here. I was talking to them yesterday, and they're really not looking at anybody in particular, but they wanted to check out the Montana talent. They feel like there is some good talent here as the entire infield comes in to converse with Hathaway. It's always great, though, to have the scouts in the building and looking at these boys. I mean, only a small percentage are going to make it to the next level. But Mavericks very lucky last year as Nick Jovetic is playing at the college level, as well as Dylan Barkley. And Andy Brooks as well. So 3 great pitchers at the next level. Of course, Jovetic also a center fielder at the University of San Francisco. Andy's at St. Mary's and Barkley at MSU Buildings. Barkley was eligible to play with the Mavs this year, but didn't come back after his season. Here's a low pitch for ball 1. Ryan Evenson in the on-deck circle for the Bucks. Hill will check the runner at first, who's got a 1.5-step lead out there. And the 1-0. This one's going to be cranked off past Buchanan. The runner from third will come home, and the Bucks find themselves on the board. 2-1 with 2 outs. So runners at second, first and second. And now we go to the third baseman, Ryan Evenson. And the first pitch to Evenson will be a ball. 2 outs. And the Bucks are on the board, 2-1. Bozeman with 4 hits on the game, and the pitch will take us to 2-0 on the count. Evenson with a ground out. His first at bat. He would go 1 for 2 yesterday with a walk. Here's the 2-0. And that one's inside for ball 3. Hill with the stretch. And the batter will be walked. That's the second one of the game for Hill, and it loads the bases up. And we go to Ben Hubley, the younger of the Hubley brothers. Adam Hubley pitched against Great Falls yesterday. And with loaded bases, the left-handed batter will step in. Bottom of 3. Scarlett's coming back with a run here with 2 outs. Hill trying to back off and keeping it from tying up, and we'll have ball 1.
Hey, let's compete out there. Let's go.
Hubley singled his first at bat. Be the first hit of the game in the second inning for the Bucks. And another high pitch takes us to 2-0 on the count. Hill with 6 ball pitches in the last 6 pitches. The pitch. And that one slides over the plate to get Hill into the count at 3-1. The pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be fouled off, and we'll get an even count at 2. So 2-2 to the second baseman, Hubley, with Jake Murfitt in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-2 by Hill. Swung on. This one's going to have some air. Bo King looks for it, and it's in the glove to retire the side. So the Bucks earn 1. They leave 3. And we go to the top of the 4th. Mavericks leading 2-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the 4th inning where the Missoula Mavericks lead the Bozeman Bucks 2-1. The reigning champion, state champion Missoula Mavericks, and the runner-up Bozeman Bucks from 2017 playing for a loser-out game here on the 6th game of the tournament, second day. And leading off for the Mavericks here on the top of the 4th will be Parker Stevens. Hunter Williams with the pitch. And Stevens is going to foul the first one off for strike 1. Mavericks picking up their runs in the second. Now the bottom of the 3rd. And that one will slide over the plate for strike one. So 0-2 on the count to Parker. Sam Busey in the on-deck circle, the Buse. Getting ready for his at-bat. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball one to Parker. Parker Stevens has been out for a little over a month now with a shoulder injury. Just came back in last week. And good to see him back in the staff as he's going to crank this one into left field. Coming up for it, it'll bounce in front of the left fielder, and Parker Stevens will be on for the second time today. The leadoff batter, Parker Stevens, will stand at first. So that takes us to the Buse, Sam Busey, the left fielder. One out and nobody on. Or one on and no outs. Let's rephrase that. And Busey will foul the bunt off for strike one. And that's what Busey did his last at-bat, was a sac bunt. And that's just about how the first pitch went on the last at-bat as well for Buse. So 0-1 on the count. Hunter Williams with the stretch. Showing bunt, third baseman coming up the line, and this one's going to roll out in front of the third baseman. The throw to first will be there, and Parker Stevens is around to third since nobody was there, and Parker Stevens will slide into third for the Missoula Mavericks. The sac bunt, a huge play for the Missoula Mavericks. And now with one out, we come to Bo King, the center fielder. Mavericks looking to see if they can pad their one-run lead here in the fourth. 7 innings scheduled on all tournament games. And Hunter Williams with the first pitch to King, and it'll be a ball. Bo singled with an RBI, bringing Parker Stevens in the last at-bat. And the 1-0 now by Williams. And we'll get ball two. Plate umpire Mike Kiger leans in as King gets the signal from Hathaway on the third base line. Here's the pitch, and King's going to have this one right over the head of the third baseman. Parker Stevens will come home, and the Mavericks take a 3-1 lead off the Bo King single once again. Bo King with a pair of RBIs to get Parker Stevens a pair of runs. And the Mavericks move to 3-1 over the Bozeman Bucks. Caden Heydrich at the plate now for the Mavericks. They'll throw to first, and King. The ball is going to get away once again, and Bo King will make the run to second. No throw. And for the second time that Bo King has been on base, he gets second off the miscue. And we'll have the error counted to the Bucks. That's 4 now. And we've got a visit from the Bozeman dugout as the infield comes in. King shaking his wrist. Hopefully he didn't get injured on that one, as Caden Heydrich stretches it out, and the conference is broken up. Pitching coach will stroll back to the Bozeman dugout on the first base line, and the infield will retake their spots. So the kid, Caden Heydrich, comes to the plate. Mavericks with 1 run so far, with 1 out on the board, and Bo King stands at second. Here's the pitch to Heydrich. He'll let it ride by for strike 1. Heydrich was struck out his last at-bat, the lone strikeout. By Williams. Here's the 0-1. And this one will be bounced out. King will make his way to third. The shortstop bobbles it, and Caden Heydrich will get on off of the error. And that's 5 now on Bozeman. So Mavericks have runners on the corners now with 1 out, as the catcher, Xander Petrich, steps in front of the plate to signal the field. Clayton Frankie looks down the third baseline to Hathaway to get the signal. We get a new signal now by the catcher, and Frankie to settle in.
Hey, let's go, Clay. Base hit, buddy.
Come on, Clayton. You got this, bud.
Frankie taking a gamble, and now he steps out of the box. And once again, Petrich will step in front of the plate to signal the field on the out. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Mavericks lead 3-1, top of 4.
Every time he yells at, he throws over.
Here's the pitch. And Frankie's going to take this one over the shortstop's head. Bo King's on his way home. And with 1 out, the Mavericks add to their score to make it 4-1. And runners at first and second. Frankie with an RBI and Bo King with a run under his belt to go with his pair of RBIs. That swings us to the top of the order. To the second baseman, James Martin. Nobody warming up in the pen yet for the Bucks. With 1 out, here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 1 to Martin. Martin walked his first at-bat and a pop-out, his last. And the 1-0 now. Martin patient, lets that one go by for ball 2. Brennan Buchanan goes to the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. 1 out, runners at first and second. Frankie steps away from first, Hydro at second. And the 2-0 now to the veteran. And we'll have strike 1. The shortstop, Brennan Buchanan, in the on-deck circle. And it looks like we have a team making its way in. And this one's going to bounce over. Martin's going to have Hydro around third. Frankie on the run, and they'll hold Frankie up at third. And Caden Heydrich will score with runners at second and third. And the Mavericks extend their lead 5-1. And we're going to have a new pitcher now for the Bucks as Buchanan gets ready to bat. And so we'll go ahead and step aside. Mavericks lead 5-1 over the Bozeman Bucks here in the bottom or top of the 4th. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what we have in store for your hockey.
Exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments, July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN, Legion baseball fans, home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN as Finn Schneider stands on the mound for the Bozeman Bucks. And Jake Murfitt, the designated hitter, now in. Standing at first base, I think, is where Murfitt is at. No, that's Sculla. Okay. Maybe he went to left field because that's where... Nope, Lawrence King says right field for Murfitt. So Keller maybe is over in left, as that's where he was at. Finn Schneider was. So Brendan Buchanan now ready for his first pitch against Snyder. And Buchanan will swing on the second one to give us an even count at 1. Snyder with the pitch. It's low for a ball. James Martin is at second. And we'll go 2-1 to the shortstop. I was talking to Brendan Buchanan in Rapid City, and he was telling me as a shortstop, sometimes he writes little messages to the other shortstop. Very rarely do they ever, in the dirt out there, very rarely do they ever write back. And Brendan Hill was there when I was talking to Buchanan. Hill says, well, I write back when him and Buchanan switch out at the shortstop position. Buchanan does pitch, and the foul off will get us even at 2. But I thought that was kind of funny that Buchanan trying to communicate with the other shortstop. And he'll let that one ride by to get us a full count at 3-2. With 1 out and James Martin standing at second and Clayton Frankie at third, Dane Frazier goes to the on-deck circle. So the full count to Buchanan. And he's going to hit this one into center. It's got some leg. It's back, and it will get to the warning track. Frankie's home. Martin on the run around third. He's coming around. Buchanan will come into third and stand up, and the triple will earn the Mavericks 2 runs to take a 7-1 lead. Frankie and Martin met by the Maverick dugout. Buchanan with a huge triple. Scoring both Martin and Frankie. And the Mavericks lead 7-1 with 5 runs here in the 4th. First pitch to Frazier is a ball. And we'll go even at 1. Buchanan at third, jumping around down there. Winner stays, loser hops on the bus and heads home. We've already had 1 team dropped out. By the end of the day, we'll have just 6 teams. Actually, at the end of this game, we'll be down to 6 teams as we go to ball 2 to the first baseman. Terad Richardson stands in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks. Here's the 2-1 inside to get us at 3-1. One out, runner at third. Mavericks stacking up runs here in the 4th. 7 innings scheduled. Here's the pitch. And Daner will be walked to put runners on the corners for the Mavericks.
Hey, let's go, Chop. Hey, Chop.
Now we go to the designated hitter, number 13, Trad Richardson.
Let's go, kid. Let's go to the ball.
One out. Runners on the corners. Here's the Snyder pitch. Bunt laid down, and Trad will get it. The scorer will run it home, and the sack bunt does its job. Trad Richardson earning a run for the Mavericks, and he builds on his RBI total on the season. He led the Mavericks through the regular season. And now Dane Frazier stands at second. And now we go to Parker Stevens, who led the inning off. So we have slid through the order for the Mavericks here. As Stevens slices on the first pitch for strike one. And Parker would single with a run to start the inning off. Bo King scoring Parker for the second time on the game. Here's the 0-1. And we'll be even at one as I stumble through the vernacular. Next game will be at 4 o'clock. And that will feature the Great Falls Chargers and the Billings Scarlets. Parker will slice on that pitch for strike two. Sam Busey goes to the on-deck circle with 2 outs. And Schneider with the 1-2. Parker's going to have this one pop straight up in the air behind the plate. And the catcher will put it in the glove for out number 3. So the Mavericks, they get 6, leave 1, and they lead 8-1 over the Bozeman Bucks. Bottom of the 4th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you feel stuck to your computer when cheering on your Prep Sports hero when you can't make it to the game? Well, now you don't have to. The Missoula Prep Sports Network has an app for all of Missoula's high school sports fans.
How fantastic is that?
Just search Missoula Prep Sports Network in either the iTunes or Google Play App Store and take the game on the go.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is the future.
Missoula Prep Sports Network knows that life is busy and you don't have time to sit by your computer. Download the app and take the game on the go.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to Griffin Field at Begg Park in Kalispell, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning where the Missoula Mavericks lead the Bozeman Bucks 8-1 on the second loser-out game of the day. Brendan Hill with the first pitch of the inning, and it'll be low for a ball. Leading off is the right fielder, number 11, Jake Murfitt. Bottom of the order is Murfitt's going to bounce this one to Buchanan. Buchanan will bobble. The throw to first is there, but not in time. And the Bucks will have a runner at first. And they're going to score that one as an error. That's the first one for the Mavericks on the day. As we go to Xander Petrich, the catcher. Petrich with a great play to get the pop out on Parker Stevens to end the inning. And with no outs, a runner at first. Petrich waits for his first pitch. It'll be low for a ball. And we have action in the bullpen for the Bucks. And the pitch. This one's going to be popped down the first base line. And James Martin will come in to get the out. Runner at first will hold. So now we go to the bottom of the order to Keller Murphy. Runner at first with one out. And the Billings Scarlets are here in the batting cages. They have the next game against the Great Falls Chargers. Here's the pitch. And that'll be outside for a ball. Keller Murphy singled, what was out at the on the pinch at third. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and we'll have an even count at 1 to the left fielder. Scarlets, they would take down the Mavericks in the first game. As there's a swing for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count to Murphy. Keller Murphy, we should be exact with that one, as his brother, Jake Murphy, started the inning off. Here's the 1-2, and Hill will have his first strikeout of the game for out number 2. That swings us to the top of the order. Mav fans having fun here at the park as the throw to first is made. One run off of 4 hits for the Bucks as this one's sliced off for strike 1. 2 outs. Runner at first for the Bucks. Hill will check the runner at first in Jake Murphy. And the pitch will slide over the plate for strike 2. Brendan Hill finding his zone. 3 2/3 innings pitch, a strikeout. 2 walks, a run off of 4 hits. And this one will be hit off the middle of the bat. It is stroked out into center field, and Bo King will get it on the run to finish the side. So the Bucks will leave one on. We go to the top of the 5th. Mavs leading 8-1. We'll be right back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we head to the top of the 5th inning where the Missoula Mavericks lead the Bozeman Bucks 8-1. These two teams played for a state championship last year, with the Mavericks earning the ring and the Bozeman Bucks the runner-up. Both teams did go on to the Northwest Regional Tournament, which was hosted by the Missoula Mavericks. Once again, it will be in Missoula with the Mavericks hosting, but they'd like to go back as state champions. Leading off on the inning for the Mavericks is their left fielder, Sam Busey. And Finn Schneider in for the Bucks. And we'll have ball 1 to Busey. Busey had a pair of sack bunts that moved runners very well. As we go to ball 2 now. And the Buse settles in for a 2-0. He's going to hit this one. It's going to pop up down the first base line. The Schneider calls everybody off, and he'll put it in the glove, and that will be out number 1. So now we go to the center fielder, Bo King, who cashed out the last half inning off a good catch on the run in the gap down left field. He'll let that one go by for ball 1. Bo, 2 for 2 with a pair of RBIs and a run on the day, really filling his stride here at the state tournament. Here's the 1-0, and we'll have ball 2. We did have a pitcher warming up while the Mavericks were batting for the Bucks. I imagine he's on the field now as he's no longer in the pen. Here's the pitch, and King's going to have this one into center field. It's got some leg. It's back deep, and it's past the right fielder. King's around first as the ball's picked up at the warning track, and King will hold up at second. And a huge hit for the Mavericks here in the top of the 5th. And the Thief steals a double from the Bucks.
Hey, just pay his rent.
1 out, 1 on, and here's Caden Heydrich. First pitch to Hydro will be a ball. Heydrich, the youngest Maverick on the AA. Well, now with the guys coming up from the A, that might not be so, but 16 going into his junior year, and he'll let this one go by for ball 2. Hydro reached off an error his last at bat, which earned him a run in that big 6-run inning the Mavericks had in the top of the 4th. Here's 2-0 with 1 out. And that one does catch the plate for strike 1. Looked a little bit high from my perspective, but hey, I've got the microphone and the guy in blue is down there calling balls and strikes. King steps away from second. Snyder will check him, and now the 2-1. And Hydro will foul this one off to get us even at 2. Clayton Frankie goes to the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with 1 out. Warm day here at the park. There are some clouds moving in, so it's starting to get a little bit sticky. There was a breeze just a few moments ago, but everything stands still now. Here's the pitch. And Hydro is going to launch this one foul down the third base line. He'll stay alive at 2-2. Finn Schneider coming in the last half inning. In the last inning, I should say. 28 pitches in so far. And Hydro will slice this one foul once again. It's going to be in the bullpen down the first base line. And he'll stay alive at 2-2. Heydrich's been a fun one to watch this year. He's really matured throughout the year. He was a little bit timid coming into the season, but has really had some adversity. He's worked through it, and you can see it in his confidence both at the plate and on the field. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be rolled out to the shortstop. He'll pick it up. The throw to first is in time. That'll be out number 2. And moving King to third on the ground out. So now we go to the catcher, Clayton Frankie. So King stands at third with 2 outs. Frankie settles in. And we'll have ball 1. Frankie with a single, an RBI, and a run his last at-bat. His first at-bat, he did get to first and gambled going to second and was tagged out at second. Here's the pitch, and that one will get us to ball 2. Next game is at 4 with the Billings Scarlets and the Great Falls Chargers. Chargers looking to see if they can upset another team as they took down the Bozeman Bucks in game 1 yesterday, as we'll go 3-0 on the count now. James Martin stands in the on-deck circle for the Mavericks with 2 outs. Finn Schneider with the stretch. And Frankie will be walked to put runners on the corners with 2 outs. And that'll be the 3rd walk of the game for the Bucks, the 2nd for Snyder. James Martin now coming to the plate. So we swing to the top of the order for the Mavericks here in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, runners at 1st and 3rd. And Schneider with his first pitch to Martin. James is going to hit this one into right field. Right fielder will come up, and he will not get it on the bounce. Frankie will make his way to 3rd as King is home, and the Mavericks add to their run. Making it 9-1 over the Bozeman Bucks, and the Mavericks turning the tables after their game yesterday.
Go, Brandon. Keep rolling here.
Frankie standing at 3rd. And Brendan Buchanan waits for his first pitch. It's going to be bounced out to the second baseman. He'll secure it. The throw to first, and that is the side. So the Mavericks will earn 1. They'll leave 2. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Mavericks 9, Bucks 1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Oh, come on.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the 5th inning where the Missoula Mavericks lead the Bozeman Bucks 9-1. Brendan Hill on the bump still for the Mavericks as he's pitching a good game here against the Bucks. 4 innings so far. 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 1 run off of 4 hits. The big number on the board, though, is the 5 errors committed by the Bucks. Leading off will be the pitcher, number 17, Finn Schneider, and he's going to have this one into the gap, and Parker Stevens will run it down. Schneider will gamble to second. The throw is made. Buchanan won't get it in time, and a double as we can hear the Bucks fans on the first base line cheering on for their boys. And that takes us to the shortstop, number 1, Michael Friend. So no outs, 1 on. Runner at second. Here's the pitch, and it'll be low for a ball. Kobe Sculla goes to the on-deck circle. Hill checks the runner at second, and now the pitch. This one's going to be rolled out. Hydro will pick it up on the run. The throw to first is high, but Dane Frazier, a stone wall over there at first. Runner moves to third, and we'll have 1 out. So that brings us to the first baseman, Kobe Scala. Mavericks leading 9-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. One out, one on. And the pitch will be a ball. Here is the 1-0, and we'll get ball two. This one's down the third baseline foul to get a strike one. So 2-1 on the count to the first baseman. Sculla's 1 for 2. He singled with an RBI his last at bat. Here's the pitch by Hill. And this one's going to be popped off. Frankie's going to try to get to it. Is it playable? It is! Clayton Frankie with the out on the pop-up. 2 down, and we go to the third baseman, number 12, Ryan Evenson. Hill settles in as Evenson is ready to go. Here's the stretch by Hill. And we'll have a ball. Clayton doing a good job of keeping that in front of him. You know, he'd had big shoes to fill with Spencer Schock moving on. I asked Clayton, I said, what's the biggest thing you learned from Spencer Schock? He said, to learn how to be a wall. Here's the pitch, and that one will slide over the plate to give us an even count at 1. Ben Hubley in the on-deck circle for Bozeman. As we do have action in the Bozeman dugout, I believe that might be Friend out there. So Hill now with 2-1 on the count, and this one will be fouled back into Frankie to get us even on the count.
Hey, your way, Caden.
Evenson with a walk, his last at bat. That would be the second walk of the game for Hill. Here's the 2-2. And Hill will ring up the final batter on the inning. We go to the top of the sixth, Missoula leading 9-1, leaving runners on for the Bucks. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as a new pitcher on the hill for the Bucks in Michael Friend is now pitching. So 36 total pitches for Snyder. Snyder moves back out to left field, and Jake Murfitt is now catching. And Xander Petrich is at shortstop. I'm sorry, Lawrence? Okay, thank you. And Dane Frazier to lead off for the Mavericks. So the 3, 4, 5 betters scheduled here at the top of the sixth. And Friend with his first pitch. And Frazier will foul it off for strike 1.
Down to it.
Go, Dane!
Get him back.
So for Finn Schneider, 1 2/3 innings, he would walk 2, allow 3 runs off of 2 hits, as Dane will slice on the second pitch for strike 2. 36 total pitches for Schneider. 16 of those would slide over the plate. Or 20. I got my math backwards. 20 would slide over the plate. So 1-2 on the count now. To Frazier. And we'll go even at 2. Dane Frazier, the first baseman, walked his last at bat. He's 0 for 2. Had a line drive to the second baseman and a fly out to center field. Here's the pitch, and Frazier's got some leg under this one, but it is going to be in the glove of the center fielder for out number 1. That's just about the same spot that he hit the last one that he flew out there to center field. Need to get the number on where it is to center field, but we've seen one go over the fence earlier today in game 1 on the day as Terad Richardson comes to the plate. Dane Frazier's been close. Ball's been caught when he's flown out to center field at the warning track. And Trad's going to have this one bounce down to the first baseman. First baseman bobbles it, and the throw to first will be in time for out number 2. So that takes us to the right fielder, Parker Stevens. 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of 6. The pitch. And it'll slide over the plate for strike 1. And we'll go even at 1 on that pitch. So Parker Stevens with a hit, 2 runs on the day. He's been brought home by Bo King both times. And we'll go 2-1 on the count. Sam Busey goes to the on-deck circle with 2 outs. And we'll have a 3-1 count now to the right fielder. Billings Scarlet's warming up in the batting cages down the first base line. They'll have the 4 o'clock game against the Great Falls Chargers, and Parker will have a full count after he swings for strike 2. So 3-2 on the count. Here's Friend with the pitch. And Parker Stevens will be walked to the dismay of the Bucks fans. And we go to the left fielder, Sam Busey. Even though Busey hasn't reached, he's had a productive day. His sac bunt in the first and second inning moved Parker Stevens into scoring position. But with 2 outs, he'll straight up bat this time, and the first pitch to him will be a ball. That puts Bo King in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-0 by Friend. And Busey will slice it off foul for strike 1. Even count at 1. 2 outs, top of 6. Mavericks lead 9-1. Winner moves on. Loser takes the bus trip home. Here's the 1-1. And Busey will hit this one down the first base line. He hesitated. And nope, it went off of his foot, they say. So Busey will get another opportunity. 1-2 on the count. I thought something was up the way Busey hesitated coming off the swing. And the 1-2. And Busey will commit. He's going to have the put out, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Mavericks holding on 9-1. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for your hockey and lacrosse needs. Check this out. Maybe one outside. You can take your hockey gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reden's award-winning fudge and get a half pound for free. Garden of Reden is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reden is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reden is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Griffin Field for the 2018 AA State Legion Tournament. And it's the Bucks and the Mavs. Brendan Hill on the mound, and his first batter he'll face is Ben Hubley. Here's Hill with the first pitch of the inning. And that one will be a ball. So the 6, 7, 8 batters as Hubley has this one get past Hill. The throw to first will not be made by James Martin, and the runner will reach. And the Bucks will be in business to lead off the inning. It's only the 5th hit of the game. Oh, they're going to mark that. Okay, I'm behind one. It is the 6th hit. I got it on my board as 6, but on my paper as 5. So now we go to Jake Murfitt, who's now the catcher. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 1. Xander Petrich goes to the on-deck circle for the Bozeman Bucks. Bucks found themselves on this side of the bracket after an upset to the Great Falls Chargers, as Hill will have the second pitch called a ball. That would be a 6-5 win as the ball's fouled off for strike 1. It was a 6-5 win for the Bucks, as they would go back and forth through the 3rd and 4th inning, each team with a home run, and we'll have 3-1. Murfitt walked his first at-bat, reached off an error, his last at-bat, and he'll foul this one off to get us a full count. No outs, a runner at first here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as we move very quickly through game number 2 on the day, game 6 on the tournament. And Hill will strike out the batter for out number 1. And the crowd gets into the strikeout, and I think we got a smile from Brendan Hill on the mound. We move to Xander Petrich, and we'll be low for ball 1. I think we even got a smile out of Hill on that one. Here's the 1-0, and Petrich will golf this one into right field. Parker Stevens will come up, puts it in the glove, and that's out number 2. So 2 down here in the 6th inning for the Bucks. And we're at the bottom of the order to the left fielder, Keller Murfitt. And that one looked like he leaned into it, but regardless, he's going to get the base off the hit by pitch. Can't really make the call on that one as I'm up here, but it did look like he leaned in to have that one tag him, but it is what it is. So runners at first and second now, with 2 outs. Here's Hill with the pitch to Peyton Price. And we'll have ball 1. Frankie's going to come out and deliver the ball directly to Hill. So Peyton Price, the top of the order for the Bozeman Bucks. Price is 1 for 3, singled his second at bat that earned him a run. Otherwise, he's got a pair of flyouts to center field. Here's the pitch by Hill. Swung on. This one is into left field. Sam Busey is there, but he can't get to it. Runner from second is around third on his way home. They'll hold the runner up at second at third, and the double will score a run for the Bucks. And it's now 9-2 with 2 outs. And now we go to Finn Snyder. Hill now with the pitch to Snyder. And he'll throw a strike. Hill finished out the 5th inning with a strikeout. He does have 1 K on the inning, as we'll go even on the count at 1. Michael Friend in the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-1, and it'll float in for ball 2. Snyder 1 for 3, singled his last at bat in the 4th. Here's the 2-1, and we'll get ball 3.
Receive it.
Frankie gets the pitch to Hill and the stretch. Swung on. This one's going to be into right field, and Parker Stevens, no. Frazier calls it out. He's got it in the glove, and that's the side. So the Mavericks will only allow 1 run by the Bucks, but the Bucks will leave 2 on. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. Mavericks leading 9-2. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for MPSN as we go to the top of the 7th inning where the Missoula Mavericks lead the Bozeman Bucks 9-2. It is the final loser-out game. After this game, we'll be down to 6 on the day. Next game is at 4 o'clock with the Great Falls Chargers and the Billings Scarlets. And to lead off for the Mavericks will be the center fielder, Bo King. So the 7, 8, 9 batters available, or 7, 8, 9 batters scheduled on the inning as I get caught up in the conversation with the crowd. Mike Friend on the bump, and here's the first pitch of the inning, and Bo will slice on it for foul ball to get him to strike 1. Here's the pitch, and King's going to have this one bounce down the line to the first baseman, and the race will be won by the pitcher. That retires out the side. Now we go to Caden Heydrich, the third baseman. So Hydro to settle in. And the pitch. Hydro with the bunt down the third base line, and it's a beauty. The throw to first is there in time, and that's out number 2. Nice little bunt. And now we go to the bottom order of Clayton Frankie. So 2 outs, nobody on.
Ben Snyder's in left field.
And now Clayton Frankie settles in. Frankie will cut for strike 1. Frankie walked his last at bat. Has an RBI and a run under his belt. As we'll have an even count at 1 now. So we go to the 7th, bottom of the 7th. That will be 3, 4, 5 batters scheduled. As we're go to 2-1 on the count. Friend with the pitch. And that'll give us 3-1.
Go win it, Clay.
You got it, Clay.
And Paul Yarbrough says that the peanut gallery is having too much fun at the game. And we'll have a full count now at 3-2. And Frankie's going to put this one down the first base line, foul. It will be out of play for the right fielder, and Frankie will stay alive at 3-2. Peanut Gallery says that Yarbrough is just jealous. So a full count to the catcher. Oh, we got the drone going. Getting pictures of the game. Frankie settles in with the full count. And this one will be popped up once again, and the first baseman will have a play on it. He'll put it in the glove, and that's the side. So 1-2-3 for the Mavericks as we go to the bottom of the 7th, where it is all or nothing for the Bucks. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey.
Welcome back to Griffin Field. Chris Stratton for MPSN as we move to the final half frame of the game, where it's all or nothing for the Bozeman Bucks, down 9-2 to the Missoula Mavericks, and leading off is their pitcher, the Bozeman pitcher, Michael Friend. Brennan Hill with the first pitch, pitcher versus pitcher, and it'll be a ball. Brennan Hill pitching a great one here, 6 innings, struck out 3, walked 2, hit 1. Allowed 2 runs off of 6 hits, as that one swung on to even us out at 1. So it's Friend, Scala, and Evenson on the inning for the Bucks. Here's Hill with the 1-1. And that one will be short, gets us to ball 2.
Relax, take a deep breath, kid.
Do what you do, kid. You got it.
Hey, let him hit it.
Here's the 2-1.
There you go.
And the umpire says ball 3.
Hey, make him earn it here, buddy.
Leadoff batter on the inning. Here's Hill with the 3-1. And that one will be sliced off foul to get us a full count.
Hey, boy,
Good job, Brendan. One more.
Hill looking to close off
Mavs, let's go.
these Bucks. These two teams played for a state championship last year. One of them will move on. And that one's going to be foul down the third base line. as the umpires in the stands call the pitches. Here's 3-2. Friend to settle back in. Frankie looks to the dugout, relays the pitch to Hill. And that one's going to bounce out. Buchanan will pick it up in the dirt. The throw to first is rocketed over, and that will be out number one. One down, 2 to go. And we go to the first baseman, Kobe Scullett. So the next game at 4 o'clock, the number 8 seeded Great Falls Chargers against the number 4 seeded Billings Scarlets. And Sculla is going to have this one sliced, and Frazier puts it in the glove for out number 2. So the Mavericks 1 out away from moving on. And Bozeman 1 out away from hopping on the bus and heading back east. And Evenson will let the first pitch ride by for ball 1. So Ryan Evenson, the third baseman, hopes and dreams of the Bucks. And we'll go even at 1. The pitch swung on, fouled off for strike 2. So 1-2 count. For the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll out. Buchanan will pick it up at the fringe. No, it'll get through his glove. And that will put a runner on. And the second error of the game for the Mavericks. That takes us to the left-handed batter, Ben Hubley, the second baseman. And that will give us a ball 1. So Brennan Hill trying to finish the game here for the Mavericks. He has pitched an outstanding game, and he's had a great season for the Mavericks on the mound. This one's going to be hit, and Martin can't get it in the glove. Runners around second as it rolls deep. Parker Stevens will pick it up, and with 2 outs, there's runners on the corners for the Bucks. And now we go to the catcher, Jake Murfitt. 2 outs, runners at first and third. Mavericks lead 9-2. Here's the pitch, and it'll be fouled off for strike 1. And Hill at 97 pitches. I've got him marked at 93. Is that right, Lawrence? 97. And that one's going to be high into center field. Bo King is back to the warning track. It's in the glove, and that's the side. The Mavericks will get the win over the Bozeman Bucks to move on to continue to play. Brendan Hill with the win. 7 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 2 balls, 98 total pitches, 2 runs scored off of 8 hits, and a hilly to finish it out as the Mavericks get the win. Mavs will get their 9 runs off of 9 hits. They would have 2 errors and leave 4 on. The Bucks, their 2 runs would come off of 8 hits. They would have 5 errors, and 8 would be left on for the Bucks. So the Mavericks move on the loser side of the bracket. They will play the loser of the 7 o'clock game tonight. As my pen dies, there we go. So the Mavericks move on, the Elks move on, and the Senators and the Bucks head home. Next game is at 4 o'clock. It will be the number 8 seeded Great Falls Chargers taking on the number 4 seed Billings Scarlets. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and enjoying today's game. We'll have the next one at 4 o'clock. Have a wonderful hour and 4 minutes.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Wee!